Okay. But we are not done yet. Because I learned that I see the signs that apparently there's an 8th chapter. Additional songs have been added. Additional entries have been added to gameplay tips. The Middle Ages. Long ago, in the kingdom of Lucrece, a hero appeared and slew the Lord of Dark. Though that hero has long since vanished, the dread Archon has risen once more. Thus must a new champion take up arms to cast down the fiend and deliver the princess from evil. Lucrece, I would not know. All right, here we go. This is it. The final one. I don't know how long this one may end up being, but we'll see. Gotta go? All right, thanks for dropping by, Combo. Oh, it's the theme of the game. Oh, it's the title theme. Looks pretty so far, though. Yeah. Lucrece, okay.
Sky to save a final day of King's Contest. At West, you who stand firm and resolute, declare yourself that all may know and cheer.
And Orsted is the name of the character here. Okay. Keeping it canon.
A youth, brave and true, against Armstrong, a worthy adversary to the last. At East, noble Strabo, beloved lad, against Wat of Narbe, fearsome,
Wat of Narbe,
brute. 2 by 2 shall they fight, fall and triumph. Spare no vigor, give no quarter. Begin!
This is so good. I'm glad I finally got to actually get around to playing this. Bold cut, valorous slash. Okay. Ooh, cool. Did you just fling poop at me?
Don't you fling poop at me. That's disgusting. Stop flinging...
What trickery is this?
Stop flinging poop at me.
This is so...
Lucrece, yonder youth victorious cheer! At East, my father, no!
Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh no. Wait, are they dead?
Strabo endures.
Okay.
Before our final bout and winner crowned, the king shall speak.
Your strength and skill I praise. Your courage, honor, covet too, in truth. And so, to peerless victor will I grant my Aletheia, daughter's hand to wed.
Sounds kind of Shakespearean in terms of delivery.
Know this, my friend. I will hold nothing back. I've yielded much to you, but not this day. Gods, grant me strength. Grant me glory deserved.
Comrades, blessed brothers in arms, make ready! For king, for love everlasting! Now, fight!
Okay. I love that they have these different angles for the characters depending on their position on the battlefield. It's really cool. It's a shame that I beat him so easily. Okay, I start at level 1, so this could possibly be a longer finale. I don't mind, though, because I've been having fun with this.
Rejoice, Lucrece! Your champion is crowned!
So be it. Well fought. And won, my friend.
Approach, youth, and kneel before the king.
A magnificent duel. I salute you.
A tad one-sided, though. Did you really have to use that one move? It seemed to have wiped his health a little low.
Come, Malathea. Have you naught to say?
Your name and deeds are known to me, sir. Having witnessed your prowess firsthand, I am grateful for most thrilling spectacle. Let us be wed, for king and for country.
The youth is deserving of reward great. Let marriage unite. Bonds of blood, true bind, and all know joy and peace forevermore. My people, come and join in our revels. My table is open to one and all.
Let us get the keg stand out. Olsted, show me how much you can drink. Chug, chuggeth, chuggeth, chuggeth. Oh, Jesus, my bitrate fucking tanked.
'Twas a lovely feast. Full of
So sorry,
light
everybody.
and
My
life.
bitrate's been going up and down recently.
Long has it been since
Again,
I
on
saw
YouTube, you're
father
probably
sip
not seeing
deep
this. It's
within
just,
his cups.
it's been mostly on my
A
Twitch
picture of
that this has been
bliss.
happening. And I have no solution regarding it at all.
A happier man there has never been. In you he sees a future bright, an heir, a steward worthy of his legacy.
This music's so good.
As do I, of course. Of course, husband dear. Please, look on me no more a maiden child. For I am yours, and you are mine henceforth. None holds a higher place within my heart. Not father, not any man. This I swear. In you alone, I place my faith.
Aw.
Dear gods!
Okay, demon. Demon. What's this? Prismatic whirl. What's this do? Okay. Rend? Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, and it's a counter move, too. Cool. Which means I can do this. Easy. Sword of Marvels. Ooh. Marvels, like the comic? Oh, she got taken while I was fighting. Orsted! Ah, and there's the castle we gotta go to, the Demon Lord's Manor. I really love the camera angle situation that they have with their HD games.
Dwells the Lord of Dark. Accursed, wicked wizard black of heart, his twisted form reflection of his sin. Incarnate hate, undying enemy.
A player of League of Legends. Truly not a more sinful being has existed on this or any other plane. Others fall to their knees weeping when hearing of their tragedy, either by rage or grief.
One blessed,
Oh, my
mighty, pure of heart and soul, his powerful form, providence is proof. By hero's hand must fall the Lord of Dark.
All right. So yeah, we now just gotta go save our wife.
Our wife. We have to save our wife from the Lord of Darkness.
God damn it, we need Chrono Trigger in this style. Ugh.
I am undone. Too cruel this morning is.
Wait, did Orsted actually just go to bed after that? He's like, oh, my wife, oh no, my wife got kidnapped. The princess and my bride has been kidnapped by some horrible demon. I'll just go sleep it off. I'll just go sleep it off till I'm in the morning.
Awoken to familiar nightmare. But can it be? The Demon Lord of Dark, dead and forgotten long years, now returned. The hero Hash slew him, a mighty deed. Might he again come in hour of need? Yet he is withdrawn deep into the wilds, far, far from kith and kin, in search, 'tis said, of solitude, a place apart from men. My son, you will fight this fiend in his stead. Happy day! You are indeed our hope, protector of the realm and our future. Cast down the Lord of Dark and save my child. Restore peace to the kingdom of Lucrece. Show the people your true mettle. Show them, my son, that you've the makings of a king. Go! Prove yourself a worthy successor. Deliver Alethea from it.
By killing monsters and slaying evildoers without any need of knowledge of statecraft. This map of all Lucrece will show to you I give. I pray it guide you well, young man. My hope. Orsted carries a map of the Kingdom of Lucrece. You may press minus to open. Okay. These HD 2D games just really have been getting better and better. Actually, do I have Gnomic Sword? That's better than what I have. What's this way? This game, this whole Live Alive game has been just an absolute delight from beginning to end. Like, some of the stories I would say have not been as strong as others, but I mean, I literally just ranked them after beating cubes, but I can't help but just at least say that as a whole, this is one of the most unique role-playing games I've ever played, and I am so happy to have gotten to play this. I'm so happy to actually be, you know, I'm so happy to be just getting to do this, you know? Getting to try this out. And I will start recommending this game out to people that are interested in role-playing games on the turn-based variety. I have to. It's really... This is really something different. Like, so many people that end up trying different role-playing games of a turn-based variety typically find themselves, like, not super into it due to, like, the random encounter situation or the combat not being their thing. But this is so different from most other role-playing game systems that I've at least played, alongside probably what others have played. So, I don't know. I think this kind of needs to be given a shot. You know? I think it's worth it. Not to mention that it's also drop-dead gorgeous, because a lot of these HD 2D games have been drop-dead gorgeous. Like, even Octopath 1, like, showed, like, okay, no, this kind of technology can work, and it will work. Alright, so we've gotten supplies. We got some armor, and some shield, and some new stuff. Yeah, let's go. Guards have anything to say? 'Twas from this very terrace, was it not? Our princess spirited into the dark. Okay, you two just had the same thing to say. But it's not even... Like, the thing is like, if this was a regular turn-based role-playing game that had the same kind of gameplay system that I've been playing throughout all these stories, it would have been at least a unique selling point just by virtue of that. If it was regular in way of like, oh, it's just a typical medieval setting or fantasy setting that just has this grid-based kind of combat. Oh, that's neat. But then they decided to make... The devs back in 1994 decided to have this 7-way story, like these split 7 stories, 8 stories actually, all of which having their own unique ways of being able to tell the story through their mechanics. It's just insane. It's insane. The small folk gather outside the castle's gates to wish you well and pray for your success. Okay. Well, I'm gonna check around here. What's this? What call have you to visit yonder jail? I still can't believe that that's pronounced... That has to be an old way to have the word jail be, like, spelled, because I am not used to that. I remember seeing that in Elden Ring, and that really threw me off. Alright, what's this way? Is this another jail? Should you have need of arms and armor, please avail yourself of our stock, I prithee. Ooh. What's this? Fur bracer. Fur bracer. The sword and shield there on the wall are yours. You have great need, and we are wealth to share. Sorry, I've had too much meat last night. I'm kind of burping. Joshua Tree Seed. Alice Biscuit. That just sounds like a name. Unicorn Horn. Pair of Charioteer's Boots. Joshua Tree Seed, Joshua Tree Seed, Joshua Tree Seed. Divine Armor, already have that. Already have that. Already have that. Aha, that's what I needed. Gnomic Sword. Gnomic Sword. Royal Shield. Royal Shield. Royal Shield. Good. Now to pawn all this for a ton of money. There we go. Okay, we are now equipped up and ready. And here are the people. Orsted, our champion, I wish you a good journey. Take heart, champion, nay our... Wait. Take heart, champion, nay our new hero. Pray take this blade, my family's treasure, through generations passed down, yours to wield. I've already got one. Orsted, king's chosen, courage and strength to you. He'll show that Lord of Dark what for? Huzzah! Here, herbs from the southern woods for your quest. On, that's nice. Friend, should your journey take you south and west, I pray you visit Fulgalia. My sisters reside there and speak fondly of the village and all who can't call it home. I've naught to offer you, sir, save perhaps, oh very well, for her, for all Lucrece. Set of gifted clothes. What? Did he just give me the shirt off his back? Garments hastily removed and presented as an impromptu gift, ill-fitting and in need of a wash. All right. Thanks. 'Tis little, but I pray it serves you well. All right, an accessory. He literally just gave me the shirt off of his back and went, this ought to work. I'm the woodsman, father to the boy. He told you what? The seed is sacred? Ha! A token taken from the woods, not more. Nevertheless, you cause it's true. Orsted, 3 cheers for the king's champion, 3 cheers. All know the Dark Lord and his abode. Fell Archon's root. Is it Archon or Archon? I can't tell. I cannot believe that guy gave me the shirt off his back. Yet he alone can enter, I fear. Only Hash, can hope to win the day. Young Althea, she's our guiding light. All Lucrece cannot bear to lose her. Seek you the mountain to the west, bitterly cold, forever wrapped in snow, the hero's rest. This may be a bit of a longer stream. To take up arms and fight is beyond us, and so we trust in you, our champion, to be our sword and shield and salvation. I would fight, had I your strength and skill, but leave it to the heroes, Mother says. My husband works for the wood for a living, and on occasion I've brought him a meal, for good and loving wife I strive to be. With me he shared a story intriguing. Pray lend an ear, and I'll regale you now. He said... What did he say that day? Oh dear. Forgetful I am often. Silly me. I will remember. Any moment now. Pray humor me, for sleepless nights await if memory continues to elude. The seed of nagging about, of lost detail, or was it the seed itself? That's it! 'Twas when he chanced upon the forest's gift. In village nearby, he spied a wizened man, familiar somehow of that no doubt. Beneath the blazing sun he basked, and at peace. Where to find this village, and its name? 'Tis on the tip of my tongue, oh so close. So frustrating to forget such a thing. A rather long story it became, but thank you for listening and good luck. I shall go mad if I cannot recall. Worry not for me. Be on your way. I'm probably doing a terrible British accent. So, sorry, everybody. I'm not a voice person, so any accent work I'm doing is stuff I taught myself.
Alone, you'd face the Lord of Dark, my friend. No need for heroics. I'll come along, for magic foul and fearsome he may have. But gainst we two who fought at contest's end, no foe divine, nor fiend profane can stand.
Yeah, cool. I like his design. I really like his look. I don't know, all the designs across the board for they're all memorable and different. I can pick out who they'd be regarding this. I like that. Prismatic Whirl. Red Ballet.
Rejoice in victory!
Okay, so where are we right now on the map? I know we're near the castle. So we're near that castle. There's Hollowed Wood, the village, the Hero's Rest. So I think I want to go to the village in the south. Yeah. Let's go to the west and hang out and check that village out, because something there apparently is really good. And then we'll check out the woods, then the Hero's Rest, and then we'll do the castle, then the Lord's Manor. Yeah.
Take that!
Icebind.
Ha!
Nice miss.
Get nary mark nor scratch.
Wow, this thing is really evasive.
Ah!
Oh god. That thing did not want to get hit by your attacks, buddy. Small amount of HP and remove all status ailments. Oh, Jesus, that's good.
Yes, this will do.
I just noticed that that attack is called Tickle. I don't know how I feel about that. There we go. Yeah. Crushing
Just
blow.
wait, my friend. Surpass you soon I will.
Freezing shards. Okay, cool. Again, like, this game would have already gotten a very unique... would have probably gotten some recognition just by virtue of this combat system. But the fact that they got creative with how the stories are done, just, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
It's you! Mother! You'll never guess who's here!
Your mother's gonna have to wait. Tuft of bomb grass.
A fine day it is, shining sun above, and below we toil in peace, forgotten.
Is Is that all? Is this all there is to this village? Oh, hello.
Fine shield, that is. Fit for a hero.
I'm not gonna take the shield yet. I don't wanna Dragon Quest it quite yet.
We saw you fight. 'Twas most impressive, sir. My son here cheered your every victory.
The herbs outside can soothe most any hurt. You'll find more south and east, in the forest.
Okay. I guess we'll check the forest out next, and then the Hero's Perch, or Hero's Mountain thing, and then, yeah.
Shining and
Okay, so nothing there. Honestly, though, I'm kind of not hurting for equipment, so I'm going to check the Forbidden Woods, and then maybe something will trigger if I do the Forbidden Woods, then come back here. I don't know, because there's been some surprising depth to certain things in this game. I fear that yonder maw is shut to us. Come, let us see what Hero's Rest may yield. Alright. Hero's Rest, yeah, but I want to go to Forbidden Woods first. Unless that's not the order of things.
I've got it! Rejoice in victory!
Like, unless I get explicitly told, like, no, turn around, you gotta go to Hero's Rest, then, yeah, I'm gonna go to Forbidden Woods first.
Take that! Ah! Ah!
Boom.
Rejoice in victory!
I think the other thing that helps smooth this game out a lot is that the fights are not very hard. Like, the most difficult, I think, in terms of combat that it got for me was when in the prehistory chapter. Forbidden lands lie beyond this marker. Oh, that... Oh. I was completely wrong. I thought the Forbidden Woods was its own area. Oops. Well, now I know. Let's just go to Hero's Rest then. But no, I'm not going to steal the shield from that house. It's going to, like, no, I don't need to. Like, unless there's a story thing that involves it, or a funny, probably would be a funny interaction. I don't want to Dragon Quest it, though.
Take that! Ah! Ha!
Okay. You can kind of hear my Switch having to work a little extra hard to run this. God. That is the benefit and drawback to these HD 2D games, is that, man, they're pretty, man, they play well, man, they're really good, but the system that'd be ideal to run them on just has so much trouble. And it's gonna happen with Octopath as well, when I play that, so, yeah. All right, so we're about level 3 right now, and yeah. Yeah, I'll fucking take the shield. Why not? I'm gonna do it. Just to see if anything happens.
A fine shield.
I can't take it. Okay, that's fine. Excuse me, I had to yawn first. Sorry, It's getting a bit late. This stream is going to run a little long, so I may end up yawning a couple times.
Take that! Now freeze and shatter, fiends! Your end is nigh! Take that!
I'll not be put to shame.
All right, we are now even in level for now. Now it's this to the rest. We'll see what this looks like. That does not look like wind. That looked just like a straight up lightning sphere. Okay. But yeah, I think probably the most combat heavy of a lot of the stories I've encountered was the prehistory one, and probably the hardest too. So yeah, which I mean, granted with that one I was also kind of bumbling around a lot, but let's just check to see if there's anything to the right. But it did feature the most in terms of combat. As far as how many enemies I could fight, how they could respond to me in their own skills, and I responded with mine. Again, nothing wrong with that. I like turn-based gameplay. I like turn-based role-playing games. I mean, that's why it's one of my favorite genres. It's just I noticed like certain ones are more combative than others. Oh, why am I suddenly yawning so much? God damn it. I don't even know if I'm actually going in the right area.
Trade blows, will you? Your end is nigh. Dance among the flames. Ha!
Wait, where did that take? Huh? I was thinking maybe the shortcuts are like risky because of monsters, but they're shortcuts.
There's no escape! Ha-ha! I've got it!
Thankfully, I don't have to heal after each encounter, too. That's also really nice.
In victory.
Axion Sword. Ooh. Let me check that, actually. Oh, wait. I haven't given him any new equipment.
Uh-oh.
There. Let's give you the Divine. Actually, I haven't given those to you, and yeah, that ought to help you out a little more. Okay, that just looks like it's somewhere that's not the objective. And I haven't really seen any chests, so maybe it's just worth it to just only beeline it. Come to think of it, I didn't really encounter any chests anywhere in terms of the gameplay outside of just what I found in the castle. Oh, sorry. Sorry again. I'm trying to stifle the yawns. Again, I'm having a good time. It's just late. It's just late. I haven't really done a stream this long in a hot minute. This used to be my norm, but then life happened and caused a bit of a derailment, which in turn caused me to need to restructure how I do my streams.
Dance among the flames! I thought I'd grown more.
Ooh, good move. Crimson Eruption. So now we have a multi-hit fire attack. Oh, this was progress. Oh, that's nice to know. What's this way? Nothing. I am amazed that I'm seeing so many routes that clearly could indicate a treasure chest and nothing has popped up. This is very straightforward.
Dance among the flames!
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna go straight for it because it seems to me like the game. Oh, hello, someone was already here. Yeah, it just seems to me like anything that I could collect as far as extra armor, weapons, or healing items, I just collect in villages. Armstrong, I thought I beat you in the tournament. Stop pooping on me. Stop it. All right, what does Crimson Eruption look like?
For none defy the flame.
Ooh, cool. It's a multi-hit.
Your end is nigh. Ha!
I want to see what I actually haven't done Crushing Blow. Ow. I fucking disintegrated him.
Feel my rage! There's no escape! Ah! Grace!
There we go. Yeah, someone's already here. Big man. And, you know, I might as well, you know, take care of the gameplay section of this, because it's like, it's free experience, you know? More levels means that I can beat the final boss more easily.
Your end is nigh.
What does Wave Slash look like? Okay, cool.
Level 5.
Ooh, 1,000 cuts. Nice. Nothing? Alright. The chest is locked.
Mark you this shield. We've seen its like before.
Nothing to say. What craftsmanship, this shield? I wonder. Never mind. Fugalia is where we should go. Alright. Kinda wish we had some means of a quicker travel, but it's fine. Not a huge deal. Do we not have a... No, we don't.
Take that!
Oh, good. An Armstrong move where he doesn't fling poo at me.
Dance among the flames! Your end is nigh!
And there we go.
Feel my rage! Rejoice in victory!
Ooh, and an
I
ice
thought I'd
helm.
grown more.
Purple mist. Purple haze! They're in the brain! How's the ice helmet? I'll take that, actually. Yeah, I guess that's... yeah. How are you enjoying the final chapter of the game? I am. I'm enjoying it quite well. I actually earlier just beat Cube's story, the distant future one, and I kind of ranked my thoughts on the different stories from like my personal best to, I wouldn't say worst, but I ranked them. I ranked them in terms of what I thought of them, and I can handily say Cubes is like the highest so far. It is like Cubes Distant Future chapter, best one. I will not hesitate on saying that. Granted, this one could probably pull the rug out from under me for best one, but Cube and the Distant Future chapter set a high bar. Cube story is great. It really is. Runner-up, I think, is the... Runner-up, I'm kind of deciding between Imperial China or the Sundown Kid, the Wild West one. Like, both of those were also really good. I don't know, like, this game's just been a real surprise after surprise deal. Like, I've been saying, it's just... The combat system they have here alone would have made it a unique selling point for people to try out. But the fact that they did this unique, different storyline situation with it, where they have different ways of integrating the gameplay, just made it even better. All the chapters are great except one. My except one, some will have their except ones. Some will disagree on this one, but I would say the near future one is my least favorite. Mostly because I just was kind of confused about some bits and felt like it just kind of... It felt like it was just being weird for weirdness' sake. And as I also said earlier, the one just above that is the martial arts story, because that one was just really basic, and the thing that carried that was the unique way that it had you fight the characters in a very Street Fighter original format. But yeah, Near Future I'd say was my least favorite as far as the stories, because it just felt like it went in so many different directions in weird ways. Kind of Fooly Cooly-esque, but it didn't have the Pillow soundtrack. So, yeah, extrapolate from that what you will. Yeah, there's a lot of debate on if Near Future was the best chapter in the game or the worst chapter in the game. It's not the one bad chapter though. I haven't really... I'm gonna take a guess and say that people consider the prehistory chapter as the bad one, right? I don't know. I may revise my list if I decide to ever do like a list, like a full-on list that I post on Twitter or something. But the Japan chapter, really? The Edo Japan? I could see that. I thought it was just okay. I thought it was just okay, but if anything, it was hampered down for me because the layout of the castle that you went through was confusing, and it got me very lost and made the runtime of me going through that way longer than it probably should have. Which, albeit, is intentional, I imagine, because if you could just beeline through the castle and take care of all of the enemies, well, not in that sense, but you know what I mean. I mean, on the story set, it's just a simple mission of go in and rescue the person you're sent to rescue. That chapter has multiple endings, and the way you get the kill-all and pacifist ending is impossible without a guide. Ah, see, I was attempting to go with the pacifist ending, but the problem is there were some there were some that forced me to have to kill, and one was the monks, like the two monks with the helmets. I didn't know what to do with those, so I ended up having to defeat them. The demons and ghosts didn't count, thankfully, and I kind of cheesed that god boss that you have to fight by grinding the ghosts a little bit and grinding some levels. A little cheat move from me. But I could see that. I could see that. But yeah, I just thought it was okay.
rejoice in victory.
So, I don't know. The list that I presented earlier in the stream is kind of more like from the general outset, but someday I'll probably revise that. Later in the day or later in the week, I may revise it and then post my, like, more definitive, like, okay, here are my thoughts on these. Is my list of the chapters I like from best to worst. You know, opinions differ in the replies, that kind of situation. Like, this chapter, for instance, feels very typical fantasy affair. Which, you know, is fine. But, again, coming off the heel of Cube's story, again, the bar is set a little high. And I'm very glad I saved that for last, because, as I said, when I started this sort of series back up, I played the demo of this and streamed the demo of this, where you played about an hour into each of the chapters you were allowed to, and Cube's, I heard, was the best. So after I finished that part of the demo, I was like, all right, I gotta wait on this before I can afford the full game. I finally got it, and then I heard Cube's was the best later again, and I was like, okay, I should probably save Cube's for last. I don't want to blow through, like, the best story for last, you know?
Now rest your weary bones. The flames partake such quiet warmth to wash away the pain.
Mark you this shield. We've seen its like before.
Young man, wherefore do you know of such things?
Oh, so you see, we went into the mountains, and he was insisting to keep wearing his metal armor. He's got horrible frostbite on the areas where his armor covers.
The Lord of Dark returned. Thus do you seek the hero Hash's aid. As well you should. 'Twas by his mighty hand that demon died, and all was set to rights. But weak, complacent, good folk came to be in victory's wake, reliant on our Hash. So he, then weary, all but spent, withdrew to respite deserved, midst the drifts of snow.
Did he do something? That's cool. That's fine. Take your time. Oh, okay, so Hash was like, I defeated the Demon Lord, and then the common folk were like, hey, hero, can you help me pull up this radish from the ground? My back. I threw out my back trying to do it. And he was like, I will help you pull your radishes. And they just got really overly reliant on them. And he's like, you guys need to do your own delegation of tasks. I'm going into the mountains.
Themselves alone they loved, he'd realized. In truth, commanded and consumed by greed. And celebrated hero of Lucrece sensed deep within his heart the self-same sin. The covetous contempt for others grow.
Oh, so after defeating the Demon Lord and seeing the complacency and self-centeredness of people, he's just like, this is what I saved? And just went away? Huh. You know, that's actually an interesting call. Maybe Dragon Quest XII could end up having something like that. Well, that's different.
I envy, too, these men. Their simple lives. The song that calls young fools to glory great, in due course condemns them to fall from grace. Within obscurity's embrace, an end, unburdened, nameless. Aye, this was our dream.
But nameless you are not. For yours, I know.
Indeed. With Hash I faced the Lord of Dark. then bold and brash.
More like belongs in the trash. Sorry, had to pull one out. That's my one. That is my one SpongeBob reference.
Now simply Uranus. To brave the mount, to risk one's life and limb for Alethea is a noble aim. But I would see Hash and his heavy heart, yet filled with hate for fellow man, be cleansed. Without love, without trust, without faith, I fear for him and his immortal soul. So I will take up arms and join your quest.
Oh.
And pray, dear Hash, my friend, may yet be swayed.
Oh. Can I?
Aye, you'd strong, stout steel. She withstood the many blows and missiles brought to bear against us by foes.
Hero's shield. Okay. Oh, he's level 6. Okay. Hero's shield. Yeah. Neato. Okay, actually, no, I'll see his kit soon. Random encounters have been pretty prevalent. So I imagine we go back to Hash or go to Demon Lord. We go back to Hash. Okay, yeah, so off the beaten path means more encounters, but shorter route. All right, Uranus, what is your kit like if I get the chance to see it?
Think I'm a fool?
I'll probably get to see his kit sometime later.
Dance among the flames! Rejoice in victory!
Actually, what's his equipment currently like? I need to check. Equipment. Hazel staff. Let's equip that to you, and that to you. And that to you. Excuse me, I had a burp. And that to you. Yeah. Get you fully equipped up. Now. Now we'll get to see what Uranus's attacks are like.
Dance among the flames!
Heavenly Succor, Godly Voice, Prayer of Healing. Okay. Okay, restore HP. I need to see what this looks like. Oh, he just yells at enemies to death. Old man Uranus. I think I fell asleep. What's happening? So we beat Cube's story. Very emotional, very well done. And now we are in the final chapter of the game where we are playing as a hero named Orsted, who's attempting to save his beloved wed princess, and joined by his friend and one of the previous heroes who fought the Demon Lord in the past. And now we're actually going to go back to the hero who fought the Demon Lord before, who became disillusioned by the very people he saved, thanks to their complacence. Welcome back. Yeah, I just got Uranus, and he apparently has the ability to do a screamo, a metal screamo that Slipknot would be jealous of.
Your end is nigh.
Yeah, I definitely find that an interesting take as far as a narrative beat goes, because like, yeah, you have the noble hero's power word kill. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I was bringing up that it is an interesting idea to have this very like typical fantasy setting that's steeped in like, okay, no, the noble young hero goes out to save the princess and defeat the demon lord and all is well and good. But then he sees but then the hero then sees the complacency, sees the very dark the dark and not so nice underbelly. I don't know what other way to put it. He doesn't like what he ends up seeing as a result of what he saved. So he's like, wow, I actually don't care for the people that I saved. So disillusioned, he became a hermit in the mountains, which I'm like, okay, that's interesting. You know, that's an interesting turn for a turn-based role-playing game. Never really seen that before. That's an interesting idea. I was mentioning that maybe that'd be something that Dragon Quest XII could possibly be touching on. Calling it now Princess is the Demon Lord. Intentional kidnapping because she's like, oh no, save me, hero! You have to save me from the Demon Lord! And then later on she's in the castle like watching Netflix with him. She's watching, she's like, oh, thank God you saved me from that castle. It was so stuffy in there. Now, my Demon Lord, let us sit together and watch The Last of Us. Oh, Pedro Pascal, you have saved me from just being a hero's wife. I wonder what would cause the hero to hate what he saved. Well, according to Uranus, it was like over-reliance on the hero to do all sorts of tasks alongside just the general attitudes and complacency that that he was witnessing from them, almost to a lazy extent. But I don't know, maybe we'll hear it from Hash himself, because we are rapidly approaching his cabins. We are in his walls. We can smell the wood he's burning. We can smell what he's cooking. Excuse me, I'm just charging my phone. Oh, like how the Galactic Federation always leaves it up to Samus to save the galaxy? Yeah, essentially.
Hash?
It's a very veteran perspective. Yeah. It kind of reminds me of Daredevil Season 2, with that one talk that Daredevil and Punisher have in the graveyard. I'm not going to say the specifics in case you haven't seen it. I would recommend it because Daredevil's fucking awesome. But it was just this monologue that the Punisher has regarding his return from being deployed. And the stuff that he talks about, granted, not fully about the complacency of the world, but it brings up the idea of like, yeah, like somebody who gone through hell to save his fellow people, but then he sees what his fellow people are like in the aftermath of it all, and is like, wow, this is what I fought to protect. This is what I fought for. Like these, like just so like Beauregard the shepherd can get really drunk and be disorderly. I fought for them to just do this. So he's like, I don't like my fellow people, and my contempt will only grow if I keep staying around them. So, yeah.
Will you not look me in the eye? Will you not acknowledge a comrade true?
Can't wait, it just went to an ad. I'm sorry.
The Lord of Dark has risen.
Can't what, it just went to an ad.
You must act.
Like essentially he said like, oh, I can't, he couldn't stand to be around them any further. Otherwise, his hatred would grow and grow and grow, and he'd be like, I'm going to end up as the next demon lord if I do not get away from them right now. Essentially about as fed up as a minimum wage fast food worker could be if they had to deal with one more disorderly customer. Did you read Ender's Game in school? Yes, but I don't remember it, and I'm not really that interested in it because of what the author, because of the author's worldviews, and yeah, it's again one of those situations of art from artists stuffs. Anyway, yeah, just I like the direction they went on this, where it's like, okay, no, this is the previous hero. He is here, but he's not willing to help because he's just like, no. Have you seen the people that we're trying to protect? They're awful. 3 times I'd seen a McDonald's order returned to this poor staff worker. Having to see chairs be parried at Waffle House. I say in a British accent, even though I don't think Waffle House would ever branch out to the UK. God, imagine that. Imagine Waffle House in other countries. What kind of funny videos would that spring up? Anyway.
Oh, Hash. Defiant in your bitterness. They're weak and petty, fickle creatures, flawed, and thus do they seek paragons of light.
Ending was like that. Big enemy gone, time to start fighting each other again. Hero dips and I get it. And I get the author went off the deep end after Ender's Game though. Yeah. It's just like, as soon as the common threat is gone and the people start to bicker, to fight against each other. Did you see the Waffle House SNL skit? It's the best SNL skit my mom has seen in a while. I have not in any capacity watched any SNL, and frankly, I am kind of glad I haven't, because they've kind of devolved into trying too hard to be in with the meme culture, as it were, and yeah, I stopped. I just didn't want to anymore. I was like, I'm done. I'll just leave it to my Stefan bits and the classics. That skit's actually hilarious. I'll see for myself. I'll ask my dad about it too. He used to like it too.
The righteous few to shepherd them through dark. They follow, learn, and grow. In time they lead, when heroes old give way to blood new. But only if we trust, if we believe in their potential, their better nature. Come, let us quit this place. I've been a fool. What good to treat with ghosts of heroes dead? There's nothing for us here. Naught save regrets. Oh, spiteful coward. Misanthrope. Farewell.
The Superman parable? Yeah. I can see what you mean. I remember that salt explosion that happened when they did the skit with Elmo. Yeah. It's that kind of stuff that just made me go like, okay, no. Like, listen, they want to try and keep their comedy show going. That's fine. I kind of had fallen off far before that, mostly because I don't watch cable TV anymore. But when I heard that was going around after the Elmo thing, I'm just like, I just shake my head a little bit. That's really all I could do. But yeah, this is would essentially be like, oh. They're not fun anymore. I got you. Yeah.
Oh, Hash.
Mistake not mine intent, good priest. Know this. Their troubles are beneath me still. But you, who call me craven, weak of will, I'd prove you wrong for peace of mind and pride.
That is the most theatrical way to have been a tsundere that I've ever heard in my life. That's the most theatrical way of going, I'm going to save, that I will save the people, help you destroy the Demon Lord, but it's not like I am doing this to be proven wrong, Baka. That was yeah. Who voices Hash? That's a good voice. All the performances in this have been really good. Hash voice. You were voiced by Andrew James Spooner. Who have you been? Oh my god. Just the occasional last week tonight, John Oliver for me. Thanks. Yeah. He voices Daddy Pig in My Friend Peppa Pig. Oh, that's amazing. And Fergus Fuzz in Furchester Hotel. Wow. Oh, that's funny. I've always been a fan of the tsundere personality. It's extremely unrealistic. Yeah. There have been some that do it right, I will admit, but there have been some that do it in an almost horrifically wrong fashion, and some of it, and on top of it being overdone. All right, who also did so who voiced Orsted? Dario Cotes. Okay. Who voiced the mage companion whose name is escaping me at this time? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Okay, Nicholas Corda. Right, okay, yeah, he voiced Tula Han in the martial arts story, and voiced in a couple Yu-Gi-Oh things, and yeah, okay. Kudere makes more sense. Yeah. Gamer of Gamers 12, thank you for follow. Thank you for the follow. I don't know, I just like looking up the voice cast stuff.
Is where we must needs go forthwith. Before we climb the Archon's roost, I'd claim a relic, once forsaken. Oldest friend.
I enjoy looking up voice cast stuff. It's really fun for me. It just does. It makes me have a good brain chemical moment to see voiceover people and what they've done in the past. All right, Jesus, you're level 10. Okay. You get a hero shield. Yeah. Holy shit, you're level 10. All right. There's definitely some legendary VAs out there. My favorite is J.K. Simmons. Oh, God, yeah. His performance as Omni-Man was just so good. I look forward to... Oh, man. I'm so excited for Invincible Season 2. I am partial to Clancy Brown because I loved his performance as Lex Luthor in the DCAU. Let's see, who else do I like?
Feel my rage.
I really like Jeremy Lee. I love Jeremy Lee's work. Blah blah, pictures of Superman, blah blah, yeah. But in particular, it's the speech that he has with Amazo in Justice League Unlimited that's like, no, okay, no, Clancy Brown's Lex Luthor is Lex Luthor. You cannot convince me otherwise. Oh, this looks so good. These HD 2D games are so awesome. God damn it, why aren't we hearing anything about that Dragon Quest III remake? Look at this perspective. They turned a Super Nintendo role-playing game into this. God damn.
The Archon's roost.
Archon, that's how you pronounce it.
It was here you buried it?
Yeah, its RPG style has a lot of potential. I hope more people use it. I've been seeing more people get into using it. There was one game.
Lord of Dark.
There was one game. I think it was called Wandering Soul, something like that. That one seemed to have influences of this game, actually. And there's a couple others that I'm forgetting at this time, but this style is catching on, albeit not exactly. But other games have been starting this like 3D perspective, 2D art style kind of game. Off the top of my head, there's Anno Mutation M. There's there's so many I have on my wish list. It's not even funny. Anno Mutation M's one. There was that one game that was shown at the Game Awards that was really well. That looked gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I'm not sure if the Final Fantasy remasters. No, they wouldn't count. Those are just prettied up a little bit. Honestly, people would probably just wanted 6 to look like this. I'm blanking on a few, but I remember seeing a lot of them, and the style is catching on. And more game developers are looking at this and being like, okay, no, this is a cool avenue they're taking. Voice actor-wise, I'm partial to Shorin you don't need to pronounce it. She played the one chief. Enforcer. Yeah. You told me about her. Yeah, she was in Arcane and in Mass Effect. Her voice is like, I could listen to her. I want to have an audiobook that she narrates. I would listen to an audiobook narrated by her without a doubt.
A cursed fiend returned.
Johnny Young Bosch, too. I love Johnny Young Bosch. I just remembered. Yeah, I like Johnny Young Bosch a lot.
By all the gods I swear, with sacred blade, I'll slay you. Send you back from whence you came.
Same actor as Daddy Pig from my friend Peppa Pig. It's hilarious too. The different ways that a person's range can just go. And there's always Dan Green. Dan Green's also good. That light up was cool. It's really these are really good. Hash reclaimed Brian. Is that really the name of his sword? Like, oh man, I just enjoy this so much. Like, I guess speaking of DCAU voice actors or voiceover people, the voice of Superman in the DCAU, up until Final Fantasy VII Remake, was the voice of Sephiroth, pronounced Brion. Okay. Okay, I was gonna say, like, if a sword is named Brian, the Family Guy jokes that could be made out of that would be hilarious. Makes me kind of wish I could actually do a Peter Griffin impersonation. Brion. Okay. Okay, Brion. Got it. Got it. All right.
Feel my rage! Your end is nigh!
But yeah, voiceover stuff's fun. But yeah, at one point, Superman and Sephiroth shared a voice actor.
Trouble us no more.
God, who else? There was Clancy Brown, another example, voiced Damien Darkblood in Invincible, Lex Luthor in the DCAU, and also the voice of Mr. Krabs in SpongeBob. You know, just interesting. It's just fun for me to get to see these different performances.
I'll not be put to shame.
Or like how Eric Stewart, the voice actor for Kaiba in pretty much all things Yu-Gi-Oh, is also the actor for Brock. You know, I just like I like seeing this stuff. It's fun. It's fun for me to see because I'm like, oh, cool. You know, fun facts to learn. Name means healing vine. Okay. Cool. I guess that makes sense too. Although I don't know. Although kind of funny to refer to a sword as a vine.
Dance among the flames!
Our contest ends.
Yeah, Hash is not gonna need any levels. He is good. But yeah, now we can just beeline it to the castle, I think. The dark castle, not the good castle. Yeah. But yeah, sometimes in my streams, I tend to go on little tangents of trying to figure out who voices who. Because I just, like a character's performance will be really good, and I'm like, wow, who voices this person? They did a really good job. And it's how I found out that George Takei voiced in Yakuza Like a Dragon. That was the big surprise for me. I did not in any capacity ever imagine that I'd hear George Takei in a Yakuza game. So that was a cool find.
There's no escape.
Or that how Mark Hamill voiced Majima back in the very first Yakuza game on the PS2. Voice acting stuff is just fun for me to look up. Let's see what this move looks like.
May fortune favor you.
It's funny how long it took me to notice that Brock and Kaiba had the same VAs when I was little. The change in attitude was surprisingly good at disguising it. Yeah, like there are some voices that I've heard where it's like I learn of an actor who, or I learn of a VA person who voiced one character versus another, and initially I'm like, I couldn't tell the difference, but then I hear it again and I'm like, oh, you know, like it dawns on me that I can hear a bit of it. Although, sometimes there are occasions where a voiceover person will be trying to oversell a particular element and sound like someone completely different. Like, the big one for me, and this is funny to me, so back during the time when I think Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces were on the horizon for releases, there was like a Twitter thing where Roger Craig Smith, the current voiceover person for Sonic, and Mike Pollock, the voiceover person for Eggman, answered a few questions on Twitter from people, or I wouldn't say answered questions, more like just kind of provided commentary regarding topics brought up by people on Twitter. And one of which involved a very notorious Let's Play from Sonic 06 with a really big gaming channel from a very big gaming channel that you all likely know about. And when it was brought up, like Roger Craig Smith, like was starting to go a little, like starting to try being Sonic going a little crazy, but for some reason, a bit of that line, or a bit of the voice he was doing started turning into Chris Griffin from Family Guy. if you could dig through Twitter and find exactly what I'm talking about, like, it starts to sound like Chris Griffin. And I think it's really hilarious to hear that. But yeah, like for instance, I was curious about Tom Kenny and how many other characters he voiced, and I, you know, noticed a lot of differences in terms of his tones. Like, I didn't know he was the voice of the Ice King in Adventure Time. Granted, I don't watch Adventure Time at any capacity, but cool to learn. But then there was one character I listened to, and I was like, oh wow, wait, I actually hear a bit of his SpongeBob in that, you know?
Take that!
Alright, so since we are good on these encounters, and we've got a full party, so how's Daylight Savings treating you? I've barely noticed. I have barely noticed any difference as far as how Daylight Savings is going. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Like, if nobody told me that Daylight Savings was happening, I would not have noticed. I never tend to really notice or care about that stuff because, you know, other things are on my mind, and if I get a full 6 to 8 hours, 6 to 9 hours even, then, you know, it could be Daylight Savings, it could be, oh god, a meteor's crashing on the Earth. You know? Not waking up an hour later, it literally makes no difference to me. None. Like, the sun positioning, it does not register to me. I am just going with my own flow at this point, which is honestly all I really feel like I want to do. It's not to say that I don't understand people's frustrations regarding it. I mean, maybe when I was going through school, I would be more frustrated regarding, like, oh, why do I need to wake up an hour early for this thing? But
oh, please.
More often than not, I just like right now in my adult years, I'm just taking this in stride and just taking my 6 to 9 hours wherever I can, and that's been fine by me. I've been getting plenty of sleep. Albeit with some caveats, those caveats being like, occasionally my sharp hearing will catch like hearing emergency vehicles or something along those lines, or catch a neighbor's dog barking.
Take that! I've got it!
Not pass. I'm not gonna keep grumbling about early waking up. Yeah, I get it. You know, some people are legitimately wanting some changes regarding that because it can hamper a lot of people's lives to have to suddenly move your clocks back like that, and it's understandable. It's just, if you were to ask me, I'm just doing what I can here.
Back.
I'm just here doing my thing. That's really it.
This portal yields to none. Save he who's earned the right to challenge hell. The seal is broken. Let's have done with it.
You know what it's like? You know what he's like? He's like Logan. He's like Logan. From the movie Logan. It's Cube's final boss, yeah. Hey everybody, it's Will. So you're probably wondering, why did I cut the video to suddenly be showing my profile picture and this audio? Well, it is because at a certain point in the stream, a chat member kindly warned me that the final battle of this 8th chapter is known to be a bit of a copyright problem. Like, the kind of thing that would take videos down. So, I have opted to wholesale remove the final bit and not really stream the other chapter that I discovered at the end of stream from this one. So, sorry about this, everybody. It's a tad unscripted, this whole thing. But I will leave you off with this. The twists and ideas presented in these chapters has made Live Alive one of the most intriguing, unique, and just all-around phenomenal role-playing games I've ever played. So if you have watched my streams up to this point and you're interested in the game, go play it. Like, seriously, go give it a shot. So, yeah. Sorry again about this sudden audio change. It's just something that happens, I suppose, you know? Sometimes companies just want to copyright a particular thing, and considering the game is getting relatively close to being a year old, it doesn't seem like the copyright thing will go away anytime soon. So, yeah. Thank you for your patience and understanding. Hope to see you all in the next one.